Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy back with another top 10 list. This time around, we'll be counting down the top 10 best anime that I saw in 2016. These were the animes that truly stood out to me as I fully enjoyed watching them and they resonated with me on an emotional level. So enough with the pleasantries, let's get on to the list. Spreading mass sexual terrorism at the number 10 spot is Shimoneta. A dystopian future where porn and dirty thoughts are illegal and a terrorist group who fights this oppressive system by spreading lewdness and chaos. The comedy writes itself at that point. Without a doubt, one of the funniest anime I saw this year, with great visual and dialogue humor, fun and likable characters, and anything that'll make you go I ain't ashamed. Gracefully gliding and twirling at the number 9 spot is Yuri on Ice. Much like how Ping Pong the animation made watching a ping pong match feel intense and gripping, Yuri on Ice made ice skating competitions so mesmerizing to see. Those ice skating scenes alone makes this anime a memorable experience. But fortunately for us, the anime offers us much more with likable, interesting characters, a solid competition story, and without question the best opening of 2016. Needless to say, Yuri on Ice was born to make history. Being the hero at the number 8 spot is My Hero Academia. What can I say? I'm a complete sucker for solid hero origin stories about characters who appear physically weak and aren't truly anything special, but have the heart and determination that can go toe-to-toe with the greatest of heroes. Hell, the anime is very Captain America-esque in that sense, so why wouldn't I like this anime? The various heroes throughout the anime were quite fascinating to me, and they all had very unique and interesting powers, and the action scenes were grand and thrilling as a shonen action should be. Overall, I had quite a blast watching this anime. A mirror, mirror on the wall, who's my number 7th pick of them all? Well, that would be Snow White with the red hair, seasons 1 and 2. And I just discovered that I put an anime with the title Snow White in the 7th spot. I didn't do that on purpose, it's all coincidental. I just realized that as I was saying it. Shiryuki and Zen's romantic relationship in this anime is a thing of beauty for any die-hard romance fan. And though their struggles and dramas aren't quite complex, the depth of their unwavering love for each other is rich and such a delight to see. But those two lovebirds weren't the only thing to make this anime great. There was also the colorful cast of supporting characters who added a bit more humor and heart to the series, as well as its serene animation. Simply put, Snow White with the red hair was such a bundle of joy and sweetness that made this year seem less terrible. Feeling pretty gay at the number 6 spot is Dokusei. This year gave me some rather disappointing gay and lesbian romance anime that left me completely disheartened. But then came Dokusei to save the day and provide me with a glimmer of hope. The romance between Kasakabe and Sajo was convincing, dynamic, and oh so sweet. And I was so glad to see that they established an emotional connection with each other rather than basing their entire relationship off of a sexual nature. Definitely the best gay romance in an anime I've seen so far, and it gives me hope that there might be others out there just like it. Going back in time in order to prevent a tragedy is my number 5 choice, Erased. A compelling mystery story following a man sent back in time to save a young girl from his childhood from dying, which will then help prevent the death of his own mother in the future. This anime had me engaged throughout, keeping me on the edge of my seat, wondering, will he be successful? Will he be able to save Hinazuki from a terrible fate? Who is the person behind all of this? And why does Satoru end up with a teenager by the end of the anime? But I think what I loved most about Erased was the incredible friendship that formed between Satoru and Hinazuki. It was sweet and touching and I couldn't get enough of it. I wanted to see more scenes with these two together, just bonding with each other. Hell, I would have been fine if the entire anime was just about their blooming friendship, which probably would have led to a romance. Those two are the reasons why Erased was such a great anime, in my opinion. Love, fight, die! repeat, at the number 4 spot is Re:Zero. Edge of Tomorrow done right is the perfect description for this anime, as it fixed most, if not all, of the problems that I had with the film, such as actually feeling a connection with the characters and creating an enticing story that got pretty damn dark in some parts. It was definitely one hell of an emotional roller coaster ride, with many highs and a shit ton of lows, as we witness our main character Subaru relive terrible ordeal after terrible ordeal, yet staying resilient in the face of overwhelming danger. His fortitude is definitely commendable. But he's not the only rich character, as Amelia, Puck, Ram, Wilhelm, and my absolute favorite in the series, the beautiful and multi-layered Rem, are also great characters in their own right. But what honestly put this anime so high on the list was its incredible, well-executed, and unforgettable 18th episode. I praised that episode to death by now, but it's just that good, guys. It's without question one of the greatest episodes in an anime I've ever seen. The drama, while just being mostly dialogue-based, is freaking compelling. More compelling than any of the action scenes in this anime. The animation is fantastic, and the characters lay it all out. They open up exposing their true emotions and their true selves. It gets me every time I see it, and it's without question one of the things that made Re:Zero so freaking great. Surprising both myself and my subscribers at the number 3 spot is Kaze. Who would have ever thought that the day would actually come when an incest anime would be featured on this list and go as far as to be in the top 5? That is freaking mind-blowing. I never thought I would ever see this day. But Kaze left such a lasting impression on me and is without question the best anime to tackle the subject of incest I've ever seen. They rejected every convention found in modern day incest anime and instead told a very emotional and personal story about two characters who form an emotional connection with each other before discovering that they're actually siblings, and now they must battle with their emotions for each other, as well as ask the question of what does it mean to fall in love with somebody. Kaze gives me hope that there might actually be some good incest anime out there, though I'll say wholeheartedly that none will ever come close to doing what Kaze did. Using their psychic abilities at the number 2 spot is Mob Psycho 100, the anime that One Punch Man should have been. Take note, all of you working in the anime industry right now, as well as those working in the manga and light novel industry, this is how you write a convicting, enthralling, interesting, well-developed, and multi-layered OP character. You give him a personality. Don't make him bland and generic, and don't make him go up against dudes that he can beat with ease. The conflict that your OP character must face must be more of a personal conflict. The conflict that Mob goes through is that he can't really connect with people. He's a shut-in, and he wants to improve himself on a personal level. That's interesting. That is an interesting conflict, instead of just having him fight the random ghost of the week. In fact, a majority of these characters are fan-freaking-tastic. From the side characters, to the comic reliefs, to even the antagonists themselves. That, coupled with the unique and visually stunning animation, cool and intense action scenes, and a captivating story, and you got yourself one of the best anime of 2016. But by now you're probably wondering to yourselves, what could possibly be Tony's #1 pick for the best anime that he saw in 2016? Well, this choice might be a bit of a controversial one, especially since I picked it over Mob Psycho 100. In fact, I was battling between the two to see which one would actually be #1. But after re-watching the series again a couple weeks ago, it just cemented my thoughts and opinions on it and confirmed that it is, without question, the best anime that I personally saw in 2016. And that anime is Real Life. Real Life, for being what is basically a typical high school comedy drama type anime, really resonated with me for some reason. Like, I couldn't get enough of this series. When I saw it on Crunchyroll, I just blasted right through it. I cared so much about the characters, the situations that they got into. The comedy and drama were perfectly balanced. One did not overstep the other. The backstory dealing with Kaze is one of the darkest backstories I've seen all year, and it truly hit me in my heart. And I also resonated with Kaze, the main character. I related to him. I understand the pain and suffering that he was going through. And although it is kind of like a sci-fi-ish anime because it's about a character that is an adult and gets reverted back to his teen years to kind of find purpose again in his life, it doesn't really feel like a sci-fi. It just feels like, again, a slice of life high school comedy drama. And that's even another shocking thing about it. It's mostly a slice of life, but it didn't bore me. It kept my attention throughout. I can't praise this anime enough, and I really recommend you guys go see it because real life is without question the best anime that I saw in 2016. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my list of the top 10 best anime that I saw in 2016. And I would love to know what you guys thought about my list. Did you agree with it? Did you disagree with it? And let me know, what is the best anime that you saw in 2016? Comment below, let me know, and stay tuned. 2 more top 10 lists on the way. Top 10 worst films of 2016 and top 10 best films of 2016, as well as possibly 2 movie reviews before year's end. If I can get to them. Hopefully I can. But as always, guys, if you'd like to support the Black Critic Guy just a smidge more, why not donate to my Patreon account? Link is in the description. And if you'd like to send me any fan letters, send it to this P.O. box right up here. And as always, guys, if you'd like to be a part of the Black Critic crew, not miss out on a single awesome video, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Toy Wall II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube!